Hello everyone. For today's Murphy Law Monday, I want to touch on the topic of what is a parenting plan and how could it be used in your custody and or divorce matter in Maryland or the District of Columbia. Now, a parenting plan is basically a outline that outlines all of the movement of the minor child, where they will be on Monday through Friday, where they will be on Saturday through Sunday, what holidays, what birthdays, what activities, the form of communications that the parents like or will use to communicate about the child. I have so many different versions of parenting plans that my office drafts, and essentially it is your way to draft a plan with the other party that dictates all movement of the child, and it can be as specific or as general as you want it to be. And I highly advise having a parenting plan written out versus going through a heavy and contested litigation with the other party, especially on the issue of custody, because if you guys can resolve custody, you're probably 95% of the way there, even with a divorce that has contested issues. Custody usually ends up being one of the most contested issues. And with the assistance of an attorney, you can have a parenting plan that speaks to all of your concerns. Whereas if you go to trial, the judge may or may not think that your concerns are concerns that need to be included in a court order. So there is the dice roll of having a judge basically say, oh, I don't think we need a specific drop off and pick up time. But you know your child's parent and you know who you're dealing with, because this is probably not your first rodeo in dealing with them. And you know that everything in that agreement needs to be specific. Or you know that you guys are amicable and it doesn't require as many specifics, and you guys can sit at a table and come to an agreement about who gets what birthdays, who gets what holidays, odd and even, how holidays are defined. Is it for Thanksgiving? Is it Wednesday to Sunday? Is it Wednesday to Friday so that both parents can celebrate? Do you guys celebrate Christmas together, or do you want to divvy up Christmas Eve? Do you even celebrate Christmas? Are there other holidays that you have more important? I know some of my clients who have other holidays that we include in parenting plans that are not traditional holidays or not American traditional holidays that they have and that they celebrate and that they want to go into an agreement, again, that a judge may or may not deem relevant enough to put into an agreement unless you put it before the court correctly. And all of that requires that you have an attorney who would advocate on your behalf. And I always am a proponent of you guys coming to an agreement. Now, usually the situations where a parenting plan can be drafted is, again, where the parties are on some type of equal footing and understand what terms they want in an agreement, what terms they don't want, and what they want to do moving forward. So I usually suggest using this app called the Co-Parenter app. The Co-Parenter app can be found in any Apple or Samsung Google Play Store, and it basically allows you guys to create a calendar for the child. It allows you to add expenses that you had for doctor's appointments or for Girl Scouts or anything like that that you guys want to agree to split or to take care of individually and have the other party reimburse you. It's different things like that. And I think a parenting plan and having the discussion about what's going to go into a parenting plan is something that the courts do encourage and they will ultimately sign off on. So I think that in the grand scheme of things, if you and the other party are at a place where you can at least have the conversation about the terms of a parenting plan, I highly advise that you do that. And I highly advise that you have an attorney to advocate on what terms and specifics need to be included to cater to your specific needs for your child, because the best person and the best proponent for the child is you. If you're in need of legal services in the state of Maryland or the District of Columbia, please give my office a call, 240-493-9116 and www.amurphylegal.com. Thank you.